All right, Zildin says, how did it happen that you decided to become a streamer for this game? I don't know. Did Crazyfy join you along? How you guys teamed up? All right, so first and foremost, Crazyfy is my cousin, so I grew up with him like pretty much my whole childhood. Him and his brother, who goes by Donnie in Discord. So if you've ever played a game with us, like BattleBit or Phasmo, you've seen Donnie. While I was working, I used to work shift work at a operations center, a national operations center. I was a watch officer like way back in the day, and there was a lot of shift work involved with, you know, emergency management, right? So I just like drew up this idea because I loved all the gaming content that I've just found on YouTube, on websites like Giant Bomb, and I used to like Polygon, but they suck now. A couple others. So I was like, I wonder if I could do this. So CouchCat was first like a website where we wrote articles about games we were playing. We had no niche. So like I was like Days Gone. I was writing articles about any game we played, essentially. And I asked Crazyfy and his brother Donnie to join me because we're cousins, and Donnie is Crazyfy's brother. So like the trio. That's how it started, and that was like 2020, or right before COVID, I think. And then we were leaning in towards the indie game niche because it's like, you know, we were looking at hashtags like what's the most popular hashtag on Twitter. So then we started doing like indie game stuff and focusing on indie games. But lo and behold, everyone's doing fucking indie game stuff, right? It's really cool to be like an indie game lover these days, and it's easy because now they're on Steam. Now they're on, you know, they're not just on Twitch, itch.io, you know, that shitty fucking interface, but yeah, they're everywhere. So from there, Crazyfy was like, I've been playing this mobile game, and that's simple. So we're like, okay, shit, let's do it. And at this point, we had morphed from articles to a podcast and articles to mainly a podcast. And that's when we found SimpleMMO, we were a podcast still. And that's why like Mike added these like podcaster tags, like when we became partners, like we were still just kind of like podcasters. And we were doing like a weekly podcast. We were talking about all the games like Phasmophobia and any game we were playing. And then we found Simple. And that's when like we started making friends. We had the CouchCat Guild that was actually popular at the time. And we were uploading our podcast on YouTube. And then we were doing like the live podcasts in the Discord. So like, and that's when like Mike started joining our Discord and like listening to our podcast and like talking in like our text channel. And people were like, you know, we get like 20 to 30 people in our Discord watching us live, you know, with like Darth Taylor as a guest and other guests. And Mike would be in chat, and like all these people would bomb our server. And so that was a thing. By that time, Donnie had cut out of CouchCat because he didn't like SimpleMMO, and he didn't have time to do articles. He just quietly bowed out. Like he didn't even tell us he was done, right? I was like, okay, whatever. And so it was just me and Crazyfy, and we did SimpleMMO for a year, and then Crazyfy kind of just like just stopped. So I was like, okay, like I think, you know, he just had a lot on his plate, and he just like, I don't know what's with him and his brother, but like they don't tell me when they don't want to do something. Like it's not gonna break my heart, you know. So that's when, like, if you look in our Discord announcement channel, you'll see like I was stuck doing the hiatus message to everyone. And so with that hiatus, I created Sword and Slime, which was a JRPG and MMORPG podcast with one of my best friends, Guntrix, if you've seen him stream. His real name's Trung. Orange Man did our intro and outro for that podcast, and we just talked about JRPGs, MMOs, because Trung or Guntrix plays a lot of MMOs, and I play both. And then eventually, Crazyfy found time again, and we discussed, why don't we go back to SimpleMMO? And we did, and we made that announcement, and we decided, like, let's just do the podcast. Let's do nothing else. And we did the podcast, and then we were like, do you want to try doing YouTube videos? And Crazyfy did like the tutorial videos. They're really popular. They're still like the most popular videos on our channel. And then that's when we started really getting comfortable with like creating YouTube content. And from there, it's like, let's just fucking stream and see what happens. Because we're huge fans of Hotline League. It's a LCS stream podcast. And that's pretty much what we've turned into today. So we're not the best at what we do, obviously. I mean, but it's just like a natural evolution from like articles to podcasts to YouTube channel to YouTube streaming. And the stream, SimpleMMO specifically, is just an easy choice because our community is from SimpleMMO. So there you go, Zildin. Thanks for asking. I am God. What's behind the name Couch Cat? Well, God, welcome to the stream. I've been waiting to meet you. So I've always like, one of my old usernames has been House Cat, right? There's a Midwest emo band I used to listen to back in the day. They literally have like 8 songs total on Bandcamp, and they're called House Cat. And I just love this band. And so I was like, that's where my username came from. So I was like, if I'm gonna make like a gaming centric, you know, like at the time as a website, right? Articles and stuff. I was like, I want to incorporate cat in there somehow. And then I thought of couch because, one, you can always like, you know, couch gaming, couch co-op. Like the term is like used in this space, but also there's a band called Tiny Moving Parts. It's another Midwest like punk band, punk emo band. I don't know, fucking whatever. They're awesome. They're one of my favorite bands. And their first album is called This Couch is Long and Full of Friendship. It's the best album I've listened to in a long time. When I listened to it, I highly recommend it. And so I was like, the couch. So people looking in, or, you know, from the outside could be like, oh, it's like couch co-op or like just sitting on the couch gaming, right? But like that to me symbolized like this couch, you know, the community full of friendship. So couch cat. And so you probably have like this mental image of like, so we're just like a bunch of cats sitting on a couch together, like maybe. But I just kind of fused like 2 things I've really liked. It's like the band name / my old username House Cat into the concept of like all of the friends hanging out on the couch, just like in high school, just like in, you know, down in the, you know, basement during shows or whatever. So I just merged those together into Couch Cat. And no one fucking got it.